Hi everyone, I am Ajinkya, your CISA guide. Today we are diving deep into one of the most critical pillars of IT operations, which is job scheduling and production process automation. In the IT world, job scheduling involves organizing and running automated computer tasks in a precise, predefined order. I will write it down here. Job scheduling means running tasks in predefined order. No, and these tasks run without humans, and humans don't have to click start. That is why we call them as automated tasks. Now the automation handles your daily routine chores like backing up databases, backup, data generation of financial reports, updating records, and all this is done at a predefined time. Now, this reduces human error and frees up the IT team to focus on strategic work while the system silently handles the heavy lifting. Now, what is the main goal here? It's to create a reliable, frictionless flow for business operations. The scheduling system defines three critical parameters for every single job. Three parameters. Now, this is very important. What are these? First is when the job starts. Second is how long it should take to finish and how long it should run. And third is queue, or what other tasks should be finished first. Now, this I can say is a very important pillar. Now, why is this timing so crucial for an enterprise? Large processing tasks like calculating monthly payroll or running bank interest batches demand massive computational power. If you run these during the day, the system will slow down for actual users. That's why we run them during off peak or night hours. But here is where the CISA exam loves to test you. Dependency management. Now from CISA, the important dependency management. Now, what do we mean by this? That the tasks are rarely independent. A system should never attempt to generate a daily sales report unless all retail stores data for that day has been successfully uploaded. Now, this directly links with my third parameter, which is queue. Now, coming back to this, a robust job scheduling tool tracks these logical links. If the data upload fails at midnight, the tool pauses the sequence and stops the report from running. This prevents corrupted or incomplete data from spreading across the corporate network. But as we know, the real IT world isn't perfect. Even with state of the art automation, things go wrong. A server might crash, a network connection might drop, or a source file might be missing entirely. When a job fails, we rely on continuous monitoring and exceptional handling. Continuous monitoring and exceptional handling. Now, enterprise scheduling tools don't sit there silently when an error occurs. They immediately trigger a response. The system can be programmed to perform a predefined number of retries, shift to a backup fallback plan, or immediately send an automated alert to IT operations desk. No, alert retry to IT IT service desk, retry and fallback plan. Now, next point, as you can see, I have drawn 3 stars, which is important. For the exam, remember that keeping detailed automated logs of these batch jobs is non-negotiable. These logs tell the operational team exactly what failed, when it failed, and why failed. So here, logs should be generated and preserved, which tells what failed, why it was failed, and when it was failed. No? This tracking is what keeps a business resilient and prevents a minor data glitch from turning into a major operational delay. Now let's wear our CISA auditor hats. What are we actually looking for when we audit a job scheduling environment? First and foremost, we look at access controls and change management. Auditors, they look for access controls and change management. Job schedules control production environments. If an unauthorized person alters a job script, they could bypass security controls, steal data, or crash core systems. We must verify that the job scheduling software itself is strictly secured and that every single modification to a schedule goes through an official approved change management process. Second, let's talk about the absolute favorite topic of ISACA, which is segregation of duties. It means that the person who writes or develops the job scripts should never be the same person who approves or moves it into an active production schedule. If the developer has the right to schedule their own jobs in production, they could easily slip malicious code into a midnight batch run without anyone noticing. If a developer should not have access to production, and developer should not implement their own code in production without approval. This links directly to both of these points, right? Now, as auditors, what should the auditors do? As auditors, we should perform log reviews. We sample the system logs to ensure that jobs executed successfully, unauthorized overrides didn't happen, and that any failed jobs were properly escalated and resolved by the operations team according to the company's policies. To wrap it all up, job scheduling isn't just a technical background task. It is a critical general IT control. If job scheduling is weak, your automated business calculation fail. your data gets corrupted, and your financial reports become unreliable. If job scheduling controls are safe, honest, and strictly monitored, the entire enterprise runs like a well oiled machine. Thank you for watching this breakdown. If you are preparing for CISA exam, remember, don't memorize the definition. Don't memorize. Understand the risks and controls. Once you are able to do this, you can clear the exam as well as be a very good auditor. Now drop your thoughts or questions in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video with your fellow techies and auditors. I am Ajinkya, your CISA guide, signing off, and I will see you in the next bite-sized session.